Okay, what's going on everyone? Doc here, and today I want to talk about Nimrod and show you all why I have been absolutely loving this champion. So it's rare for me to kind of rank up a bunch of champions of the same class. I try to diversify as much as possible, but Nimrod is actually my fourth tech rank 3 champion, and that actually came before I ever had a second skill rank 3 champion. But that's how much I've been kind of loving the tech class recently, additions like Penny Parker and Nimrod here. So, Nimrod in particular has been absolutely crushing it in the new Path 6 on Alliance War. So, when the season ended, they kind of updated Path 6. It's now very mutant and prowess heavy, which Nimrod is absolutely perfect for. So, today I kind of want to show a lot of gameplay of Nimrod just absolutely crushing the new Path 6. Tons of fights, not all mutants as well, but he's just really good against the nodes there as well. So before I do go into the gameplay, I want to give a brief overview of his abilities, just so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. We will ignore when defending a quest node, because it's not going to be relevant here. Superior Mutant Hunting Robot. As a robot, first off, he is immune to bleed and poison. Armor breaks cannot remove armor ups, so any armor break like Medusa doesn't actually remove any of Nimrod's armor ups, and he can have quite a bit, and they suffer minus 100% potency. It's not really that helpful though, because it's not like you're going to be getting willpower healing from the armor break because you are still not able to get willpower as a robot. All of your attacks deal energy damage instead of physical, and against mutants you are immune to ability accuracy modification. That is going to be huge against a couple of mutants, Domino, Magneto as well, and I'll show a fight against Magneto in the gameplay. So, adaptive protocols. Nimrod has two. One is blue, one is orange, Titan, and Blitz. So you swap every 11 seconds and when landing a fourth light attack. So even if you swap with a fourth light attack, you're still going to swap 11 seconds from the start of the fight. So you got to watch out, because you can kind of swap modes back to back, and sometimes that can be good, sometimes it can be bad. So on start and when the timer expires, you gain one armor up buff. You gain one protocol charge per unique ability applied by each protocol. So during Titan, you gain a charge up to 10 by gaining an armor up. And when you are in Blitz, you gain one when the opponent activates prowess or regeneration, which you can be removing really quickly while on Blitz as well. Alright, so at 10 protocol charges, launching a special attack will activate Eradicate, which combines the effects of Titan and Blitz in the last 16 seconds. So that's kind of your goal. You want to get to Eradicate by stacking up armor ups or removing prowess and regeneration effects as quickly as possible using the other two modes. Because once you hit that Eradicate, you're just going to absolutely shred with the special too. Titan Protocol, 20% damage reduction on all incoming critical hits with increased potency for every armor up you have. A parry will give you an armor up during this mode. When the opponent launches a special attack, you inflict a cowardice debuff. So basically the best way I can explain cowardice is to prowess what armor break is to armor. So it's reducing the opponent's special attack damage by 40%, which is quite a bit. And yeah, like I already mentioned, well-timed blocks create one armor up. Blitz Protocol. This is my favorite. This is kind of the what do you call it? Titan is kind of the resistance one. Blitz is kind of the damage one. So attacks have increased attack rating and increased potency per armor up. So if you gain a lot of armor ups in Titan mode, then Blitz you're going to be able to hit really, really hard. When the opponent launches a special attack, inflicts a power drain debuff, slowly draining power over 15 seconds. This is really good. Yes, it will give war opponents willpower, but you're going to kind of consistently be able to keep them below bars of power, so you kind of have a lot of time to just backdraft intercept. It's kind of my favorite thing to do while they have this power drain debuff on them, and just keep them low power while you just build up a ton, especially if they have a lot of prowess and regeneration. So Blitz Protocol, all attacks remove one prowess and regeneration effect. This does not have to be a buff, it can be a passive, and sometimes against someone like Green Goblin, which I've seen some gameplay of, it'll actually just add a shock and remove that kind of one single tick of regeneration he would get. And it will place a shock debuff on the opponent, dealing a burst of energy damage over 1.5 seconds. So Blitz Protocol, really, really good on damage. Special Attack 1. Titan gain an energized buff, increasing your own combat power rate by 45%. That's a lot of increased combat power rate and help you reach Special 2 really, really quickly. And Blitz on hit, inflict energy vulnerability, reducing opponent's energy resist. So this is kind of a really interesting thing. Titan is just to gain it, so you gain it on activation, and Blitz is on hit. So you can technically use that 11-second mode switch to launch the special on Titan at the beginning, and every hit will hit during Blitz. So not only would you gain the energize, you would gain the energy vulnerability as well, or you place the energy vulnerability. So that's kind of a weird thing you can do because his modes constantly switch even during special attacks. But it can hurt you as well with the special too. You gain an unstoppable buff at the very beginning, and every hit will inflict a passive shock. And these passive shocks deal a ton of damage while in Blitz mode. But sometimes I'll start the special on Blitz and switch to Titan by accident. So it can work the opposite as well. So just something to watch out for. Finally, Special 3. I think I only use it once. I don't even know if I added that clip for sure. But Titan gains self-repair. Regenerate 12.5% of missing health. That's the big thing. So it's only of missing health. So you're not going to gain a ton of health unless you're very low already. And your special, with Blitz, your specialty will deal a burst of energy damage based on the opponent's missing health up to 35,000. Yeah, that's insane. So that's a lot of damage. And yeah, I think if I don't remember if I kept the Tiger vid where I did that, but it took out like 30-40% of her health just based on that burst damage. So it could be quite a lot, but most of the time you're not going to be going for the Special 3. You're going to be going for the Special 2. And after the Special 2, the opponent will absolutely be dead. So I'll show you what I mean, and we'll go into some gameplay now. Alright, so first fight here, I'm going to kind of do the path fights in order. So there's 4 fights on path 6. First one here against Magneto as Combat Deja Vu Prowess. So that blue icon there, every time I repeat the same basic attack during that timer there, he's going to be gaining a prowess, and that's exactly what I want. Although Magneto does have minus 60%, 90% damage from shocks, so I'm really not going to be doing too much damage from those shocks. But the passive ones here are still going to be doing quite a lot, I think. At 1705 for every tick of those passive prowess, and they're dealing quite a bit of damage. Now, one big issue against any kind of high ground opponent, which is that orange icon there, is those shocks are actually making them get high ground faster, which is increasing their block penetration. You see, I just took 1,400 damage off a blocked hit there, 700 off those two. So I do need to worry about that. I'm trying to keep my combos to 10, because every 10 hits I do remove one. I'm not doing too good a job here, but against Magneto here, he's almost down, just through a couple Special 2s. I'll launch a Special 1 in Blitz mode, so you get both the energy vulnerability, so I deal more damage, plus the energize, so I get extra combat power rate as well. So not too bad. He did take off quite a bit, but I did make some mistakes there, so it is due to my fault as well. Alright, again, just on the first path of the fight here against this Massacre, so just to show a non-mutant, but he is in the same Combat Deja Vu Prowess, so he's going to be gaining quite a bit of combat. So one thing I think I mentioned before, so every time that the Prowess actually triggers, not just when I remove them, is when I'm gaining those charges. I'm already up to 9 here, so hopefully in a second I can get him to repeat his combo again. Yep, and I'm up to 10, and a Special 2 activates both modes. And you can see I actually can gain charges to my Eradicate mode, which I believe those are basically charges when Eradicate ends. Those will be charges towards my next Eradicate. So you can see I've got 4, 5, 6 already here. Special 1, I've got 9. And yep, I'm already back up to 10 in Titan mode. So you can kind of gain them and just kind of, if I went right back to a Special 2, which I probably should have done, but here I'll go for a Special 1. Special 1 has quite a bit of hits, remove all of those prowess that he had built up. And you can see the power drain is really helping me here. I could do 5-hit combos many times if I want, before they even hit a special. So this Tiger fight, this is one I was saying I wasn't quite sure if I included, but this is still the first fight of the path. But in this fight I'm going to be using my Special 3, because I made the mistake of accidentally pushing myself to the Special 3, but that's alright. So, again, combat deja vu prowess, so I just got to remove those and place as many shocks as I can, because that's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage there. And of course, obviously, watch out for all of Tiger's spacing pains. And I'm going to remove some more shocks here. I don't know why I should have probably done 2 hits into the block, but I made a mistake here where I'm not quite at 2 bars of power. Those 2 bars of power really would have done quite a bit of damage, but I accidentally launched my special 1 instead. Both of her modes are up, though, so I gotta just dodge the special 2, which I have a little bit too much experience dodging Tiger special 2, because I'm way too impatient to dodge her special 1. But here you can see I've got that energized still, so I'm getting 45% increased power rate. I should have just launched a special 2 there, but I accidentally launched the special 3 here. But so she's at 44%. You'll see the burst damage here. So 44%, my special 2 I think does like maybe around 10% damage if that. And nope, now she's down to 3%. So yeah, the burst damage brought her from like, I want to say like 35, 36, all the way down to 4%. So that burst energy damage can be quite a lot, but remember it does increase based on how low the opponent's health is. So finally, we're going to go up against the second fight of the path here with this Storm, and this Storm has a combat of Power Focus 2 along with Aggression Prowess. So basically, she's going to get into her special 2 very, very quick. And for those who don't know Storm X's abilities, if she has a lot of prowess when she launches her special 2, she is unblockable. But luckily, Nimrod is capable of removing those prowess very, very quickly, even on blocked hits, like that right there. So I don't need to really worry about her being in that... about her kind of getting too many prowess and becoming unblockable. She does have suicides because this is all off-season war. As well, but a special 2 here will do a lot of damage. Doesn't quite kill her, but I've got just enough. I got my unstoppable as well, plus a lot of armor. So her special 2 really wasn't doing too much damage to me. Not that she really had the prowess to make it deal a lot of damage anyways. Alright, on to the third fight of the path here. So the big thing is that she kind of just gets a passive prowess at the very beginning. Again, I'm just going to remove that, and from here on, it's a pretty basic fight. She's going to be gaining prowess just as Storm X would any other time, but I don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to take my time in this fight to kind of just focus on making sure high ground gets kept out. So I'm going to do 1 hit here and back off until I can get a hit after the timer goes up for that 10-hit removal. And a special 2 here in Blitz mode. All of those shocks dealing quite a bit of damage. And the hits deal some really good damage as well. You saw an 8k crit there. This is a 6-star rank 3 Nimrod, as I said before. So he is probably the tankiest you'll ever see. You'll see him in gameplay until rank 4 has become very available, but I'll stop at 39 hits so I can make sure I get rid of that high ground timer there. Really, I kind of just put my focus into that in this fight because I didn't have anything else to worry about. Nimrod deals with mutants just so well. And into Eradicate mode here, a special 2 will get her very, very low. I'm not quite sure why. It looks like the shock lasts longer than it does damage for, but it lasts for, I think, 1.5 seconds, so it should be dealing 3 ticks of damage, so it may just be a visual thing. So, third fight on the path again, this time again with a non-mutant Jabari Panther. So this one, I'm not really good at fighting Jabari, as you'll kind of see. She cleansed my first parry, and I still went in for attack and dropped my block. So I'll make a couple more mistakes, but suicides because it's off-season war, so I'm not really too worried about it. More specials she throws even into me, and she'll still be taking off her own health, because Nimrod is quite tanky. I've already got 3 armor ups there, which is going to be quite a bit of bonus attack damage as well. But I'll make a mistake with the timer here. You see, I only placed 1 shock because only 1 hit happened in Blitz mode. I switched back to Titan by mistake there, at least the timer did. I just kind of wasn't watching the timer. Cleanses another parry there. We take a bit of damage, but that's alright. We got 2 armor ups, and we'll launch a special 1 here. I think I was trying to push her into her special 2. Yeah, and if she launched the special 2, then she would have been dead. But the poison would kill her even if I didn't light attack intercept her there. So made a couple mistakes, but really not too bad. And finally, last fight on here we're going to do against this APOC. And this is the 4th fight of the path. This APOC is going to be placing Disorient on me every time I parry, as well as the fact that he's just APOC. He is a beefy dude with a ton of damage because of all of his prowess. No, wait, there's one gone. And there's the other gone. Yeah, you can just remove APOC's passive prowess there. Even if I did lose this fight, I'm a robot, so he wouldn't gain any extra prowess next fight. Not that I couldn't just remove it right away. But the big thing about this node is every blocked hit I do during a special attack, he gains a passive prowess, which he gains at the end of the special attack. It doesn't matter, I just removed all the prowess anyways. And a special 2 is going to deal quite a bit of damage. You see all those shock sticking for 3,000 that time. And he only gains 1 there because I parried 1 hit. 2 disorients, doesn't matter, I'm still going to keep parrying him. The power drain is really working out well. I'm doing some backdraft intercepts here. He's barely getting up to a special 1. I think he'll launch a special 1 at the end here unless I kill him with special 2. Nope, I'm going to kill him because 3 disorients does not matter at all to me. Nimrod is fantastic. And that is going to do it for this video on Nimrod. Hopefully you enjoyed. It's rare for me to do some war gameplay, but since I've been using Nimrod so much in Alliance War, even though it's off-season, I thought this was a really good kind of showcase of his abilities and how useful he can be for that. So if you're on Path 6, hopefully you can pull a Nimrod from the new featured crystal. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video as well, which will hopefully be more often than it has been last year. We'll see how this year goes. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.